You guys hear that? That's dollar bills.
And look this way, it's Sarah's adult daycare.
So the next one I want to show you is a 1795 flowing hair half dime graded VF25 by PCGS.
It's going to cost around $6,000 to put the sign up.
And you can reinvest in your business, something that makes you money, possibly a car would, sitting in your driveway or sitting in a parking lot when you're at work.
I wanted to buy this really nice end of roll tone Morgan Dollar for $1,000 at the time.
Hey guys, it's Casey and Drew with Acoustic Collectibles. Welcome back to a brand new video. As you can see, we're here out in front of a storefront. As we get closer to 2026, we wanted to let you know that this storefront is going to be the new home for Acoustic Collectibles, and we're going to get into some of the details during this video. Woo! As we get closer to 50,000 subscribers, we wanted to let you know what we are giving away. It's going to be this 1927 $20 gold piece graded MS65 by NGC. The rules go: the video after 50,000, we are going to use our random comment picker to pick the winner who won this $20 gold piece. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to support us along our journey. As we get to 50,000, it's going to be a huge milestone for us at Acoustic Collectibles, and we couldn't have done it without you.
So this is us viewing the shop for the second time. We're going into the main lobby to end up measuring from floor to ceiling and from width to length of the showroom. So this ends up being around 17 feet from the back room to the front of the store. And there's plenty of room for us to move in and out and be able to share everything that we want to share with you guys in person. And we're also seeing, I think the ceiling is about 9 feet tall. You guys can also see the cage there as well. So cool stuff.
When you go to pick a destination for your storefront, it's best to do research. It's best to look at the neighborhood. And when we looked at this storefront, we noticed Luby's is one of our neighbors. Luby's fits our customer base and our demographic, and we thought that it would be a wonderful addition to our business model. You guys hear that? That's dollar bills. This is Highway 59 North heading out of Houston. As you can see, thousands of cars pass by our location every single day, every single hour. And that's traffic, that's exposure, and that's what we need.
So when we're taking a look at different venues outside of our storefront, you guys can see there's a Texas Roadhouse right here off the highway. But also, if you turn and look this way, it's Sarah's adult daycare. So in this complex, there's not only Luby's, but there's also adult daycare. There's also hearing aid places. And we're really breaking it down and talking about it. A lot of our demographic, like Casey said, is a lot of older people. So either people wanting to buy silver or gold or coins, or they're wanting to transition out of it because they're at the end of their life. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic, and that's kind of why we chose this storefront, amongst a few other reasons. We have the Diabetes Center behind us, we have the Medical Plaza and Family Clinic, and the Vascular Center as well. So it's going to be definitely a good mix of people that we really need for our storefront, a lot of clients that want to come in to buy and sell. But I wanted to give you guys a quick backstory on how we started. At the beginning of COVID, about 5 years ago, the first day of COVID actually, I wanted to buy this really nice end of roll tone Morgan Dollar for $1,000 at the time. And so I ended up buying a coin and selling a coin, and then buying another coin and selling another coin. The Lord's really blessed us, and we've actually ended up working together. So me and Casey started to work together. He quit his corporate job, and I got out of college, and I said, I'm not gonna do anything else other than sell coins. We've taken a different path on how we see how to build a life. So we don't take on any debt. We don't have new cars. We don't have flashy things.
As you can see, we've got a mere 156,000 miles on this car. Bought it from the city of Houston, pre-owned. As you can see, it's got a wonderful little triangle of death, which is often fun that you have to deal with, and an engine light. So if you want to get ahead in life, sometimes you're not going to be driving the fanciest stuff, but you either have a $500, $1,700 car payment, or you have something that's paid off. It may have some problems, but it gets you from A to B. And you can reinvest in your business, something that makes you money more than possibly a car would, sitting in your driveway or sitting in a parking lot when you're at work.
We wanted to build a great business where we owned it as we started to progress. And then we moved more into an office center where we could do appointment only. As the beginning of 2026 rolls out, we're gonna be in a shopping center where you guys can come in and say hi to us. So it's been a crazy past 5 years, and we can't wait to see what happens next with you guys. So guys, we just put money down on the sign for our new storefront. It's gonna cost around $6,000 to put the sign up and to have it available for people to see when they drive by, or if they come to us via Google or via Apple. If you're taking a look at the sign, it says Akusha Coins. So we primarily buy and sell coins. We really enjoy that as a passion, but there are a few other things that we can really buy locally and sell to either wholesalers or clients like you guys, which is gold, silver, and jewelry. So we're going to start off with the top row, Akusha Coins. It's going to be a white lighted sign with a black outline. And then when you're taking a look at the box underneath, it's going to be a lighted box that says gold, silver, and jewelry. So you're trying to hit as many things to buy as possible. We're trying to move more into jewelry as we open the shop, and possibly into watches as time progresses. So this is what our sign looks like. Let us know what your guys' thoughts are down below.
Many people will ask, hey guys, when are you guys going to be opening up the shop? As of right now, we plan to open the shop the third week of January in 2026. In the past, we've had appointment-only situations where you would call up, we would schedule an appointment with you, you'd meet us in the office. But in 2026, we're going to have standard hours. They're going to be posted on our website and on Google for you to view. So just come on in, see us. We'll make some deals happen, and we'll have some fun.
We don't only buy collections through our office, we also buy collections through the mail. So if you guys are ever interested in sending us your collection, you guys can reach out to us at 832-538-4122, or you guys can email us at akushacollectibles@gmail.com. Send us some photos of what you would like to sell, and we can get back to you on what we would price it at. So thank you guys so much, and let's buy some stuff.
Are you guys interested in coins for your collection? Our higher new purchases are going to be on our website, akushacollectibles.com, and our lower new end purchases are going to be on eBay. Check out Akusha Collectibles on eBay. All of the links are going to be in the description below. Now let's get into the CAC submission.
All right, guys, the first coin of this CAC submission is this 1896 Barber dime. It did not pass, and I guess the reason being, primarily for me, is that light scratch you can see from the eye all the way across the cheek. You can see it really light up when you get the light close to it, and I think that one held it back. If it was maybe a 64 grade, maybe it would have had a chance of not failing here, but I think there is, not enough hairlines to call it a bad 65, but I do think that scratch ultimately held it out from getting a sticker. Up next is this 1908 proof Barber half. So once again, we're taking a look at the surfaces of the coin. You can see all these hairlines from a wiping. That's kind of how they took care of proofs back in the day. Those are customary really for a lot of proofs that we see. A lot of them were held in drawers and socks, all that random stuff. Very problem-free reverse, but the hairlines in the obverse were extensive, going across the devices and the fields. And this one did not pass either, unfortunately. Here's an 1890 CC Morgan dollar. It's graded mint state 62. So when you're taking a look at this coin face up, it looks really nice. It looks like there's just enough chatter to not call it a bad 62, but it ended up failing for a reason I believe is over dipping. So when you angle it down, you could see that the cheek goes completely black here. This coin I think has been dipped before, but dipped too long. And when it was dipped too long, it kind of stripped that face there. You can kind of see some dip residue right here by the stars, a few little spottiness there. But this coin's nice looking nonetheless, but it definitely didn't receive that CAC approval, and that's unfortunate. Then we have this 1879 CC Morgan dollar. We ended up buying this from a coin shop in Ohio. They got it freshly graded back from PCGS. And when I saw the coin, I was like, man, this coin's going to sticker, lock sticker. So we ended up sending this coin in, and it ended up passing. When you're taking a look at the fields have just a great amount of luster. The originality that you should be looking for on every circulated dollar in this range should be this. Full details primarily, great luster, nothing in terms of cleaning, rim dings, scratches, Absolutely stunning 79cc. Up next is this 1935 Texas commemorative half. You can kind of see this haze here. This haze is from moisture primarily. But when you're taking a look at how strong the strike is itself, you can see that the knee is well struck. There's no softness in that. There's no scratches or hits in the fields. When you're taking a look at the reverse, the strike is reflective of the obverse. Extremely choice in terms of grade, and this coin is now CAC approved. So we ended up showing you guys this 1911 Barber half dollar in the PCGS submission, and we thought this one would be a great candidate for CAC. So this one ended up going off, and it received the bean. Once again, you're looking at the XF 45 to 50 range, full detail, nice luster, incredible originality, and that's exactly what you should be going for. And I'm so glad this one's stickered. You guys are really going to love that one. We had this other coin from our submission, the Civil War date, 1861, seated half dollar in XF 40. A little bit lighter on the details when it comes to the high points, the legs, the breasts, and when you're taking a look at the head. This one does have the same level and look of originality. No scratches, rim bumps, but this coin does have a tad less detail, so I do agree with the CAC sticker of it being pure, and also the XF40 grade. So the next coin I want to show you is the 1795 flowing hair half dime graded VF25 by PCGS. When you're taking a look at this coin itself, really nice and original. The scratch really did bother me. I thought this coin wouldn't sticker. The detail is all there, beautiful, original, crusty looking, but it gave me a 50-50 shot in terms of if it would pass based on that scratch or is it a part of the dyed variety. I wasn't too sure, but we sent it in and this coin did receive the sticker. Nice little hues of purple and gold on the reverse and a little bit of a blue on the obverse. We sent this 1944S Mercury Diamond. It's graded Mint State 65 proof-like. I'm not sure why exactly this coin may have not stickered. Maybe they just didn't agree with the grade itself in terms of it being proof-like or it not meeting the gem quality standard that CAC requires of these coins. You can kind of see like this kind of orangish dippy look to the reverse. Maybe they brought the luster out on this coin by dipping it a little bit more harsh than what CAC would think is necessary. We have this 1799 flowing hair, drape bust dollar. It's graded AU53. So you guys can see this luster here jumping out. It's really hard to find a drape bust dollar with this nice of luster, but you can kind of see the luster is being impaired. You can see the stars getting nice and flashy, but then you're seeing the fields between her and the stars become very subdued. I think this coin has been cleaned before, of course, and they just don't think it's market acceptable enough to receive a sticker. And I think it's just the luster is a little bit off to them, which is unfortunate, but still, with a drape bust dollar with this much, in terms of detail, it's an amazing example nonetheless. Speaking of 79cc Morgan dollars, another coin to look out for in terms of how the look should be on a Morgan dollar that stickers in this grade, how nice the hair is, but also just look at how choice and original the surfaces are. I mean, this coin just screams originality, screams problem-free, and that's why we set it into CAC and it ended up getting that sticker. Then we have this 1927 $20 St. Gaudens. It's graded Mint State 66 plus. Maybe they felt it was too chattery. You guys can see some chatter off in the right field there, off in the left field as well. But these coins come chattery just because they have a certain level of gold content, making it softer. There's also a light little spot right here. Not sure if that is due to the environmental issue that they might think there is, or it's just a little bit of a dirt spot. When you're flipping it over, it has less kind of more apparent marks, but there's a lot of hidden ones going through the eagle and on the sun. I mean, the luster is very nice itself, but maybe it was just too ticky for them to call it a nice 66. We have this 1855 $3 gold piece, graded AU55, and it is now CAC approved. When we saw this coin, we knew, in terms of how $3 gold pieces should look, original gold should look, it definitely met those requirements. I was afraid this coin had less detail. I was thinking it was more of an AU53 or 50 in terms of detail, but this coin, nice, original. They gave it that grade bump, and they also gave it that CAC approval. Nice little undertones of orange on the reverse, And this coin jumps pretty much significantly because of the sticker. Hard to find them original. I think that's what the price is saying. And here's one of my favorite coins of the submission, this 1890 seated quarter. So this coin itself is a common date, but in terms of gemmy luster, you guys can see it just, I mean, an amazing look to the coin itself. A nice little rim toning to it as well. Very problem-free in the fields, very light ticking marks. There is one little thing that jumped out at me that scared me from it passing. It's going to be hard to kind of pick up on, but there is this kind of larger hit between where the hand is all the way down to the drapery. But I'm not going to be able to pick it up for you guys, but this coin is just an incredible looking 66. And I thought this coin really had a shot maybe one day of being a 67 holder because it's double the money, but that's not for us. That's going to be for somebody else that is interested in doing so. Then we have another 79cc Morgan Dollar XF45 with the same group as that cap die in 45. Once again, you're seeing this gorgeous original looking luster to the coin, detail to the coin, and you're also seeing a little bit of this brownish here, which kind of holds me back a little bit. But I feel like this coin had just enough detail and gorgeous originality to say, let's send it in. And voila, we have a sticker. And one of the last coins I want to show you in this video is this 79cc in 62. So this one we didn't send to CAC, but we got it back from PCGS recently. It crossed over from MS62 old soapbox that was cracked. It had a little bit of a crack to the side of it. And now it is going to go up on the shop. And look at this gorgeous looking proof-like obverse and reverse. Screaming eye appeal. They didn't call it proof-like, unfortunately, but you guys can be the judge of that and take a look at it on AcousticCollectibles.com.